Hey, what's up, guys? Mike Patrick, part 3, okay? I guess you could say blueprint 3 on how universal basic income can and will work, okay? Now, the problems. Okay. Who has issues with universal basic income? Let's break it down, right? Who has issues with it? 9 times out of 10, even if it's not coming out their mouth, okay, the people who probably have an issue with universal basic income is those who have been benefiting from the way that things have been, okay? And then those who, if things stayed the way that they have been, stand to benefit from it, okay? So for example, right? Do you really think your average Joe out here who is making $7.25, $7 an hour, $7.50, okay? Do you think they're really going to argue with UBI? Did they argue when they got their 1200, okay? If they're getting, let's say, whatever unemployment they're getting for their place of occupation being shut down, on top of $600 a week, right? Do you think that's probably making more money than they were making when they were doing a job that many of them didn't like doing anyway? And even if you like your job or liked your job, right, you were probably being put in a position where it was taking a whole lot of time and energy, right? You gotta commute to your job, you gotta put gas in your car, you know. And surely, even if you like your job, it's something that you don't like about it. It's a person you don't like. It may be people you don't like. It may be an aspect, anything like that, right? That you don't like about your job. And then you're getting paid practically pennies to tolerate that, right? And then, right, all right, so then the time comes where now you're getting more money to not go to that job. Look, guys, I'm not saying, this is not even a thing where I'm taking I'm picking sides. I'm just having common sense, bro. Let's think about how a person is going to react to such a situation, okay? So what are you going to do, right? You're going to stay home and you're going to take money, you know what I'm saying, or get money, you know, more money than you would have got at your job, just based off the fact that even if you loved your job, right, how many people are going to actually take less money to go to a job that they love than to be able to stay home with their loved ones, maybe do whatever they want to do with their time? You know what I'm saying? How many people are going to actually do that? Like, for example, right, I love my job, and I waited till I was able to get a job that I love doing, or that I like doing. I didn't compromise myself, right? And the thing is, like, at the end of the day, I wouldn't, I'm not saying this is the case with me, because it's not necessarily the case with me. My job is with the payroll protection program or something like that, where, okay, you know what I'm saying, I'm not necessarily saying that I'm getting more money to sit at home or to have free time, okay? But at the end of the day, like, even if with me loving my job and actually doing something that I think can grow into something that can continue to feed what I'm into and what I like to do, right? As the time presents itself right now, with the paycheck protection program, okay, I'm getting the same amount of money that I could have got while working my hours, okay? So that's something you gotta ask yourself, like, all right, you know, would I do I want to do that? Is that something I want to do? What? Like, all right. So I'm sorry, guys. Like, if I'm a little, the funny thing about it is, as usual, when I do my videos, it seems to be so much more traffic and so much more of an interruption than it would have been any other time. You know what I mean? If I was walking up the street. Prime example, an ice cream truck. Like, you know what I mean? Like that never happens. But anyway, so yeah, guys. The thing is, to try to get back on point, who has a problem? So those who are pretty much doing the same things that people who are benefiting from a situation right now, right? And who are being able to stay home or do whatever they want to do, things like that, and still getting a check, right? There's people who have been doing that for the longest, okay? And the thing about it is, when it comes to taxes and things like that, these people have been doing that, you know, on the expenses of the taxpayer, okay? And they've been making money sitting at home, you know what I'm saying, or doing whatever they want to do, right? Like, for example, if you're getting $600 a week, you may take $200 and go on a trip, right? And you don't have to worry about going to work. Well, you got people who've been doing things like that their whole life. Then you got people you got children and things like that who's been benefiting from things like that their whole life, you know, while you have been off the back of you at the end of the day. So, then you have to think about, like, God, bro, I've never seen this little back street this busy. This is amazing. All right, but like I was saying, guys, you got to think about you know, people, like, okay, dang, I'm sorry now, I hate, like, all these distractions, guys. Bear with me. Basically, guys, at the end of the day, man, like, you know, now you are able, okay, or try to perceive a situation where now you can live and be free, okay, and you don't have to, you know, labor and spend so much time and energy into just the bare necessities, where you can be able to do the things you want to do, you know, at no cost. Because as far as time and energy goes, okay. And I'm sorry, guys, I feel like there's things that I wanted to say and things like that. The devil's busy, you know. So if it's something that I'm missing in this particular video, you know, then hopefully I have dropped some jewels in this one, and then I'll pick it up at some other point. All right. Hopefully this was helpful, guys. Peace.